Welcome back to the TBR Podcast. We're your hosts.
I'm Kelcie.
And I'm Bree.
And we have a special guest, Brady, behind the camera technically because he's not on camera.
Yeah.
Hello.
Disembodied voice. Although if you're listening to it, they're all disembodied voices actually.
Well.
Yes.
Practice that better. What are we doing today?
Today we're doing part 2 of guessing books on bad reviews.
Yep.
If you don't know the rules, let me tell you.
Ooh.
So Brady has found some bad reviews of books that we have read.
We know, maybe love.
Maybe love. That one hurts. And Bree and I have to work together to figure out which book this review is talking about.
Yeah.
And it's harder than it sounds. Okay? If you watched our part 1, you know.
That was really hard.
That was hard, but I think we won.
We won at the end of the day. It was a struggle to get there.
It is. And we have 3, what is it called? Like 3 lifelines. One being we get to know the first and last initial of the author. Second lifeline, we get to ask the first letter of the book.
Yeah.
Not A or the or whatever. And then the third lifeline is which bookshelf it's on my bookcase.
If it's even on the bookcase.
If it's even on the bookcase.
Oh, that was such a waste.
I know.
None. Yeah.
So that narrows it down.
I
There's a lot of books on those shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we only get to use these 3 lifelines once throughout the whole video. So we got to use them wisely.
Yeah.
So
Shall we begin?
we shall begin. Let the games begin. May the odds be ever in your favor.
Too soon. Which reminds us, we do have a...
Book club. I don't know when this is coming out.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I couldn't continue.
Well,
I didn't know when.
We did Sunrise on the Reaping book club, so you can watch us struggle through trying to limit ourselves 5 chapters at a time and theorizing and guessing what's going to happen.
And reading into everything.
Yes, absolutely, like we always do.
Anyways, Brady, we're ready.
All right. First review. DNF. Nothing happened that could not be condensed into a few paragraphs. Tedious is an understatement. There are ideas that hold promise, but we don't need pages and pages of tiny details for a small burst of action. Currently reading on my second attempt, and it's still a struggle, although I've got further this time and pushing through. I am, however, skipping a lot to get to the main points. I love the other series by the author, so hoped this would be equally good. Mostly, I'm confused. I appreciate the world building, but I haven't got a clue what half the creatures are and just can't imagine them either. I am also confused as to who is who half the time.
Didn't we get this review last time?
No?
No, I don't think so.
Sounds really familiar. Okay. Sorry, it just...
Did we do like reading bad views and mostly loved?
No.
I separated all the reviews that you guys did last time.
Oh.
It just
it doesn't sound familiar to me.
sounds familiar to me.
Because you know the book.
It's because I know the book.
I have an idea in the book. All right, continue.
I like a book that gives me different perspectives, but I just feel that everything has been thrown at this book and I'm missing the good bits.
Why do I literally feel like we did this one last time? That's so weird. Okay, what do you think it is?
My initial thought before I was like, oh wait, it's not. I thought it was Poppy War at first. But then I'm thinking The Way of Kings.
Oh, I haven't read that one.
And like other series would be like Mistborn. There's multiple POVs.
Okay, I could
The
see
first one's like a
Mistborn.
lot like slower-ish. And then the creatures, lots of different types of creatures, I think.
But like, is it if it's like the first book? At least of Mistborn, there weren't like really creatures in Mistborn in the first one, because I don't even think you had the.
Wait, do you talk about like the is that a creature?
The what are they called?
Inquisitors?
Inquisitors?
Steel Inquisitors?
Yeah.
But like then Way of Kings, you have lots of shit going on. But also like small bursts of action, if you want to say.
Okay. I thought every single time I think Raven Boys, I was thinking book 2, because like he was in the dream. It was like the dream world, and there was like a whole bunch of different like I don't know.
It didn't give me tedious though.
Gave me tedious.
I feel pretty confident about Way of Kings.
Okay. Oh yeah. Also in our rules, we have 3 guesses.
Yeah.
Yeah. To get it right.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to say Way of Kings?
Yeah.
Specifically book 1?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You say it this time.
Our answer is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson.
Correct.
Hey!
Okay.
I know my book. I know my tediousness.
Yeah, they said they loved the Mistborn series, but they weren't enjoying The Way of Kings.
Interesting. I think that'll be me.
Yeah. But then you gotta, when you get to the second book, bro. Second one, it's just like,
it's just gonna take me a minute to read it.
Okay.
All right. You ready for the next one?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
starting off strong like last time, though.
No, literally.
Wow. I wish I had something good to say. I mean, I guess I did finish the book. IDK, what I expected, but this is why I stopped reading YA. It was a struggle to read. The characters were so one-dimensional. I don't like the main character, but character 2 seems alright. But oh wells, maybe I continue the series, but I am besides myself with how this book flowed. It was just not great. Readable, but not super engaging. There is no one to root for or even truly like or love. I didn't have any positive emotions, just confusion. Especially the return of one of the characters. Also, if you're going to make a society like this, make it easier. Leave a clue or something.
A society like this. Shatter Me? That was the first thing that popped up into my head.
Mine was the Raven Boys at first.
Always.
Always.
Man, every time I'm gonna be like, y'all fucking hate the Raven Boys for real.
But like, what book did you say?
Shatter Me? You don't think Shadow and Bone, do you?
The return of one character.
That's what I was trying to...
Society. They needed more from the society?
Yeah. Like more clues, it said?
Leave a clue or something is how they ended it.
Leave a clue or something.
About how the society is.
Or perhaps return of a character. Okay, return of a character. I think like Red Queen. I
could also see Percy Jackson.
Who were for like the lost hero?
No, Zeus's daughter.
Talia.
Yeah, like return of her.
Leave a clue or something though.
Of the society.
Yeah. You don't think like Fourth Wing? But YA.
But YA.
YA?
Any of this?
No, I don't think that's selection. So it's not really there's no like return of a character. YA. So not middle grade though. Because that's like
what
Percy
about
Jackson.
Maze Runner?
Because you do have Gally.
Yeah.
Who you think died or something. And
he comes back. And then the society. Excuse me, sorry.
Bless you.
Thank you.
I like Maze Runner for this.
Yeah, because then you also like you don't know the society and they go into that.
And you don't like any of the characters though?
Well, obviously we can't trust their opinion.
True.
I mean, come
on. If
it's Maze Runner, you know.
Should we do a Maze Runner for our first one?
2 for 2? Do you think we have it?
I don't know. You buzz it in.
I do it loud. We would like to say The Maze Runner by James Dashner.
No.
I knew by his face.
Okay. Okay, that's fine at the end of the day.
I don't know why I keep thinking Shatter Me and Shadow and Bone.
Okay, who's the return in Shadow and Bone? Is it because of like Nikolai?
Or I don't...
Because like... Or Mal, I guess.
Well, because I'm just thinking like...
A clue to the society.
I don't know. I just think like this... They didn't like any of the characters.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were like character
Damn,
one...
Shadow and Bone, F you.
Well, like I don't like Alina.
I said character 2 seems alright.
Alright.
Mal's alright.
Yeah. And like Shatter Me, like... I don't know. One of them was alright at some point.
I wish we read the full series and like the return.
I know.
But
like
the
which
society
book?
is what gets me stuck. That's such a specific society.
And like which book in a series, you know? So YA.
YA. So it's about a society, a return of a character. Any like Ender's Game?
No, I don't think so.
Ready Player One? I don't know, the society's like there.
No, because it's not really, it spells it out for you.
Okay.
For the society.
Peregrine?
There's not really a return of a character there, though. And is that why? I don't know.
Oh, what about Allegiant? Oh, do you need clues to the society there?
What about, like, his Dark Materials? I don't know necessarily for return of a character, but, like, I know a lot of people didn't like Lyra. Yeah, a lot of people thought she was annoying, so I love her.
Yeah, I love her.
But
you know what?
In the books. Buzzing.
We're buzzing for a question?
Yeah.
Oh,
or not really a question.
Okay.
Oh my god, do you want to guess?
I don't know. I thought you were...
I'm taking off the buzz.
I thought you felt so confident about that.
Whoa.
I was like, okay.
Whoa, hold on.
What's your question?
I was gonna have it read it again.
Can you read it again?
Yeah. Wow. I wish I had something good to say. I mean, I guess I did finish the book. I don't know what I was expecting, but this is why I stopped reading YA. It was a struggle to read. The characters were so one-dimensional. I don't like the main character, but character 2 seems alright. But oh wells, maybe I continue the series, but I am besides myself with how this book flowed. It was just not great. Readable, but not super engaging. There was no one to root for, or even truly like or love. I didn't have any positive emotions, just confusion. Especially the return of one of the characters. Also, if you're going to make a society like this, make it easier. Leave a clue or something.
Okay, I think it's the first book of a series.
But a return of a character.
I know, but
in the same book?
I think it could be. Like at the beginning.
It gives like a sci-fi. Because we have to go like the society. It's like a sci-fi.
But I don't know a lot of YA sci-fi that we've read. Because it's not Ender's Game.
Because like, I don't know those books. Does he know which books you've read?
Yeah, he should know what books I've read.
Like
he thought I saw the Me, Earl, and Dying Girl movie though, and I hadn't.
True. Kelcie has 1,000% read this book though.
1,000%.
Is his Dark Materials YA?
Yeah, I would say YA.
Because I'm just thinking like, I know that a lot of people didn't like the main character Lyra.
Mm-hmm. But you need clues to the society, and it feels like the way it was written was more like, sorry not to hate on again, but like Raven Boys. For us, we're just like,
yeah, but it's not like society.
But I'm not saying it's Raven Boys, but like the way it reads is very like simple.
It is
confusing.
A different way of writing than like I normally read. But I don't know, like the way it's written is not YA in my opinion.
Raven Boys?
No, his Dark Materials.
Oh yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like I wouldn't say it.
Okay.
So I think it needs a simpler writing style as well.
But they were also confused.
Like City of Ember. That's not like.
Is there
really like a children's book? It feels more children's. But then which would they just call it?
Yeah,
YA?
no, that's definitely a children's book.
Yeah. But like, would they just say like it's YA? Cause it's.
No, I think they would say like.
Okay.
Children's book.
Like it's something like a simple.
And he said 1,000% I've read it.
1,000%. So he for sure knows.
YA.
The society. A return of a character.
Red Queen. Because you have the return of her brother.
Right.
Spoilers.
You know, clue to the society? Is that just like more in the series?
I guess.
Or what she's talking about.
I don't know the society thing. I don't understand that comment.
Yeah. A clue or something.
Do we want to use a lifeline? We're struggling on this.
Let's try. I kind of want to do Red Queen.
How many guesses? We've only done one,
right? Only one.
Only one. You can.
And then, like, if we can't, if it's no on Red Queen, then like maybe a lifeline. Then we can do it.
The only thing is they say like main character 1 they don't like, and the main character 2 is like okay.
It's not main character 2. It's character 2.
Character 2.
Yeah. So just like.
But
Mare,
I don't think Mare is an unlikable.
I mean, she's fine.
I think Shatter Me. Because we haven't read...
I guess we need a clue to the society.
Yeah, because I don't know what the fuck's going on in the real world in that book.
Yeah.
Like, other than, like,
okay,
military.
Let's do Shatter Me.
But also, Bree said 1,000% I've read it.
Yeah, we have read it.
I know, but I haven't read the whole series.
But if it's Shatter Me, we know we've read that. Okay, let's do Shatter Me.
Okay.
Buzz it in.
Buzzing in. Guess
Yes.
number 2. Shatter Me.
No.
You're stupid!
Okay, we need a lifeline.
Yeah, we do.
Which one do we want to use?
I almost want to say bookcase.
I know, but like all my YA stuff is like in the same sort of things.
No, because like I see YA over here. I see YA over here.
Yeah, but there's too many options. I think
I see what you mean.
I want to say author.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, lifeline. Ray's looking it up. Author's initials.
KC.
KC. KC? Kira Cass? You're saying the selection?
Bro, what did I tell you? Wait.
Are they
that for
talking
this
about the return? You're gonna say the selection?
I mean, I haven't read it, but that sounds like it'd be the same kind of like simpler writing.
I
like
mean,
it's just a fun, like it is cool.
But you don't like America? I liked America. I did not like her daughter.
A return of a character? Her
boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I guess. Oh, buzzing in. The selection by Kira Cass.
Yes.
Wow. Which character?
I don't like America, but Maxon seems all right.
I liked America. I thought she was like
the scenes that you did. I was like, I like her.
I know.
Yeah.
She's just a normal ass girl in a bad situation.
Right.
Girl's gonna be emotional.
Good energy to her.
Yeah.
Maybe you just have good energy too.
Thanks.
All right.
Okay. We got it though. We got
2 more to go.
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
Okay. I made it 350 pages. 350 annoying, miserable pages. Then I decided to cut my losses and label this a DNF. I know I'm in the minority here, and part of it is probably that I just don't like the author's tone or writing style. But I still don't get the hype. Did I read a different book? Also, I'm no scientist, but I think I know enough to deduce that most of the science in this is bogus. Lots of writers create bogus science to make their stories work, but I think most of them are just better at it than this author. Having to suspend my disbelief to that extent was just too much. Sigh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Partials.
Yeah.
Science. I know a lot of people were roughed up about the science.
But was partials that like, they just say it's like overhyped, it's a popular book.
Oh, true. It's not a popular book.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Mm.
Shatter Me.
Was there science?
You could say that there was science, like in the way that they were like, the way the powers worked, and like they were trying to like, study that, but not really science.
Ready Player One.
No science.
Ender's Game.
It wasn't. I don't think it was science.
But like the way it was.
It's technology.
But like the way they were explaining technology, like that's how we're able to do this.
No, not from my
Nothing like that?
memory. Not from my. The Martian. But that's real science, isn't it? Because isn't Andy Weir?
Oh.
He was originally a scientist.
Yeah.
So I don't think any of that was made up. And I think in his other one, Project Hail Mary, I don't think that there was lots of made up science. I'm sure there was some, because like it was a little bit more sci-fi.
Mistborn,
but like that's not. I don't know.
I like the way they're explaining like how the holds the power in the metals and consuming it. And, you know, like they may be like,
and not Shadowbone.
No, I feel like that one's kind of like we're born with powers.
Yeah.
It's all energy, you know.
Can you read it again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I made it 350 pages. 350 annoying, miserable pages. Then I decided to cut my losses and label this a DNF. I know I'm in the minority here, and part of it is probably that I just don't like the author's tone or writing style. But I still don't get the hype. Did I read a different book? Also, I'm no scientist, but I think I know enough to deduce that most of the science in this is bogus. Lots of writers create bogus science to make their stories work, but I think most of them are just better at it than this author. Having to suspend my disbelief to that extent was just too much. Sigh.
I want to say Mistborn. But then, like, he just did The Way of Kings. So we do another Brandon book right now?
Maybe. I'm gonna let you buzz it in. I'm gonna let you buzz it in. Yeah, I think, because the overhype.
Yeah, it's popular. You're in the minority of it. Because,
like, you're gonna DNF 350 after, like, right before the last 50-page drop of Brandon. I don't know, but I think that's the closest so far that I can.
We'll get an idea.
Yeah.
We'll see. Buzz again. Yes. Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson.
No.
Okay. Fuck.
Okay. All right. No, that's fine.
Okay. Overhyped.
Science, right?
And the author's see, this is where I think of Shatter Me, because, like, a lot of people didn't like the writing style.
Yeah.
But I don't know where the science comes in.
That's what I'm saying.
And it has to be over 350 pages.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. What uses wool? But there's not, like, a lot of science.
And it's not really, like, I wouldn't say it's not a popular book. Yeah.
Science.
And she's read this for sure?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
His Dark Materials? Because the writing style you have to get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how long the book is, depending on what version they have.
Okay.
But you could say, yes,
with,
science.
Like, the start.
With the dust. I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say it. Can I buzz it in? Okay,
buzz it in.
Buzz it in. Is it His Dark Materials? The Golden Compass?
No.
I was so.
I know. When he said, I was like, no, she got it then.
See, he's
good.
He's getting
Who's the actor?
It's his fault that we're getting these wrong.
No, literally.
It's literally his fault. Okay, we have one guess left.
I feel like we can really get it. We can get this one.
I've read it 1,000%.
No, it was oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you've read it.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
Ender's Game, but that's not, like, overhyped or, like, hyped up.
Right.
You guys are looking too much into my stuff here.
Well, no, at least trying to throw us off his trail.
No, but still, like, but in the review, hyped.
Yeah, it's a hyped book.
Yeah, so I wasn't Brady.
Because he's in the minority too.
Yeah.
Because most people like it.
What is hyped that Kelcie has read that has science?
Or, like, the magic system, the way that's, like, talking about the science a bit.
And it's over 350 pages.
Project Hail Mary?
No, I don't think so. Because it's also, well, I guess it is pretty hyped now, recently.
Yeah.
But the author's tone and style or whatever.
I know, that one's so specific too.
But again, he's very scientific. So I don't think anyone would say that, like, his science wasn't good.
Yeah, it's like, if anything, his would be pretty close to real.
Unless they're just dumb.
Unless they're dumb.
the reviewer.
Like, from what I learned in my 8th grade science class.
Which, look, me too.
Yeah.
I'd be dumb. You don't like Maze Runner? That's not 350 pages, though, is it?
I don't think so.
Maybe I'm looking too much into that, though. But there's science in that, right? Because, like, the grievers.
Yeah.
And I
think there's something like the way they're explaining what
Divergent? Sorry, I keep cutting you off.
No, but, like,
because, like,
is there science?
I don't remember. I think the last book there's, like, some.
No, it's like a sci-fi book.
But I haven't read that much sci-fi.
But he said you have read it.
Well, I better not be Ready Player One, because that's not science. That's technology. So unless this reviewer is saying, well, I don't think that, like, science would work. If you're saying,
or, like, the way they're explaining how you do the Ready Player One, like how that goes.
Yeah.
They're like,
But honestly, it's pretty realistic. Because Brady and I were talking about, like, the technology of it, and, like, it's happening now. So this reviewer might just be dumb, and the reviewer might be the one throwing us off.
Ready Player One?
No, I don't think it's Ready Player One. Because also, it's not, like, overhyped. Or like hyped up. Do we want to use another lifeline? Last time we didn't really use all of them.
How many do we have of these? How many we have left?
You have the bookshelf one, and you also have the other one.
No, how many reviews?
I think there were 7 total.
We have, excluding this current one, 7 more.
7 more? I thought we had 7 to start with.
I added a couple.
I added a couple. Okay, 7 more.
We'll
we have
see how
2
many we get
lifelines.
through.
We already used 1, and we've only gone through like 3.
Are we just going to take an L on this if we get it wrong? Are we okay with that? Because we've got 7 more.
We've got 7 more to like redeem ourselves.
But like, what's our guess?
To me, it's here. It has to be Ready Player One.
Question.
Yes.
Because I know that when we did this the first time around, you did not repeat books.
Correct.
You're not repeating books again?
No.
Are you repeating books from the first time around?
No.
Okay. Because I was going to say maybe the
All
program,
new books.
but not. Because we had the program last time. It's like there's some science in that.
I could see that. I could see them being like,
Hunger Games?
Can we hear the review one more time?
One more time.
One more time.
Yeah. I made it 350 pages. 350 annoying, miserable pages. Then I decided to cut my losses and label this a DNF. I know I'm in the minority here, and part of it's because I just don't like the author's tone or writing style, but I still don't get the hype. Did I read a different book? Also, I'm no scientist, but I think I know enough to deduce that most of the science in this is bogus. Lots of writers create bogus science to make their stories work, but I think most of them are just better at it than this author. Having to suspend my disbelief to that extent was just too much. Sigh.
It better not be a book I DNF.
Ready Player One. Is this our last guess?
Yeah. You want to say Ready Player One?
It just seems like with the science aspect.
There's no science in it. It's
But like
technology. But it's also, to me, it's not unbelievable.
But like,
because it's video games, just like
maybe,
VR.
But is it like the way, or
it's just literally VR? That's what Ready Player One is. Maybe Ready Player Two, because now it's like, you know what? Ready Player Two.
Okay, because why?
Because there is new technology, which you could say is science, because it's like they're connecting right up to their brain, literally, and like if they disconnect like in the wrong way, they could like literally go brain dead, and so like that's made up science, I guess you could say.
Yeah,
I think it's pretty realistic in a way, and I mean the second book sucked. I hated it, and I should have DNF'd it.
Is it popular?
No, I don't know, but if it's a sci-fi community, maybe that is a really popular one, and that
we're just like Ready Player One, just both of them together, like
was good. So I could see Ready Player Two.
Okay,
but we could say we'd get half a point if it's in the series. We just get the wrong one, right?
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
Okay.
And just a clarification on that. Last time we had Percy Jackson, you guys guessed Percy Jackson, but it was in the second series, so I gave you no points. If something like that comes up again, I'll give you guys 0.25.
All right, I'll take it. We'll take it.
Wait, but does that mean that it's like Grishaverse? Like it could it be King of Scars? You know what I mean?
That applies to this right now.
Bro.
I know, but she's getting me with that.
But then like King of Scars, that pissed me off too.
I know.
But it wasn't on the science part. I mean, with the whole thing, and then
and I don't like that one.
I hated that part.
And it is kind of hyped because like
it's Grishaverse. I could see that one. Are we calling it science?
I don't know.
It's more like the world building magic system, like way.
And Brady said
different.
though, oh yeah, I read it. And like he knows I read it.
Yeah, because you hated it too.
Right.
Like, oh yeah, you read it and you hated it.
But I also hated Ready Player 2.
Shit.
I think you were right. I think it's Ready Player 2. Because that's the most science-y, in my opinion. Unless you say Ender's Game. But again, I don't think there's hype on that.
But now King of Scars kind of got me. Because like I hated that too.
Shit.
And it made me feel like I did to like suspend my whatever. Because like a big black pool and you go into this purgatory and there's real gods there or whatever. Like,
yeah, but see, I don't see that as science.
I know.
Like, I would say magic, the magic system. I think Ready Player 2.
Are you sure?
I'm gonna buzz it in right now.
Okay.
Are you okay with that?
I mean, we got to do something.
I know. I'm not feeling confident, but also I don't know what
this is just one that we might get wrong.
Yeah,
and
that's
that's literally fine.
We're not perfectionists.
We're not perfectionists. I'm like, we were like, cry.
No, not
We're not fucking losers.
What's he looking at?
I'm just looking at the bookshelves.
Is that a clue?
I don't know.
Because he's an actor for real.
Should I do it? Should I buzz it in? I don't know what to do.
And he said, oh yeah, you read it.
Oh yeah, and I did just finish, like I read it recently and I hated it. He knows that.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, buzzing in. Look at his smile. Ready Player 2?
No.
What was it?
Project Hail Mary.
You're kidding me. The science? The science?
What did I say?
You're telling me Andy Weir doesn't he have a background in science? Is this man, was he not a scientist? Or like he studied science? I'm asking.
Oh.
I'm ready for an answer.
I don't know, but I know for The Martian, he like consulted scientists very heavily.
And it felt very real in Project. You're telling me.
That's crazy.
You're telling me.
That's crazy.
The reviewer was the one that threw me off. It was the reviewer.
You guys put too much trust in these reviewers.
Yeah, apparently. Who was that?
You know what? Let me talk to him.
Let me send you guys a Goodreads link.
Actually, no, we're kidding. We're so nice.
Kidding. No, we love everybody and their opinion.
And it's okay that we got one wrong.
Okay,
next one.
Next one. Hurry. Yeah.
I couldn't give this book 0 stars, so I gave it 1 star. I had to force myself to get through 220 pages of this before I decided it wasn't worth finishing. I'm not sure if picking this book up and watching the first couple of episodes of the series clouded the way it read, but my gosh. There was such a disconnect to the story and so many names for things that I think the world the author was trying to build was just lost in the fog of half explanations. I'm not really sure if all the people who wrote reviews on this were bribed to write rave reviews. Main character 1 was cliche. Their relationship with character 2 was confusing at best. And all of the other characters did not help round out the book very well. The plot moved painfully slow and then disjointedly as time passed. I wish I would not have wasted any time with this.
Okay, so
There's a show.
Okay. Wool, His Dark Materials, Percy Jackson. It has to be a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
Grishaverse.
Mm-hmm.
I could see Shadow and Bone. Because there were a lot of different, like, words.
Yeah.
And, like, it was very different from the show. Because, like, the show added in, you know, a lot. I don't think Percy Jackson, because I think we had that. So I don't think I have to pick him.
Plus, like, they had no words and whatever.
Yeah. But did we have His Dark Materials last time? It's kind of cheap, but...
No.
Okay.
Was there a lot of words, though?
I mean, it's...
For things?
Yeah, like demon, and
It didn't seem like it was confusing, though. I don't think.
Depends on how old you are reading it. Because when I was younger, I was a little confused, but, like, as an adult, I was able to understand it better.
I'm kind of leaning towards Shadow and Bone at the moment.
Yeah. Because, like, wool, there's not really any, like, new words, really.
Yeah. I feel like it has to be some fantasy, or it's, like,
yeah, like,
name wordings.
Yeah. Is there any other TV shows? I feel pretty confident on Shadow and Bone.
Me too.
If it's not that, I think it's His Dark Materials.
Okay. Buzz it in.
Buzzing in?
Mm.
Buzzing in. Shadow and Bone.
Yes.
Hey!
See, we're back, baby.
We're back, baby. All right.
I needed that on the first night.
literally.
Okay.
Ready?
Yep.
Okay. When I dislike a book, I can usually understand why others might enjoy it. We all have different tastes. But with this one, I honestly can't see the appeal. It's just bad. The main character is unbearable. They're spoiled, arrogant, and a compulsive liar, acting as though they're entitled to everything. I don't think I've ever rooted so hard for a supposed hero to fail. The book is, without a doubt, the worst fantasy novel I've ever read. I cannot fathom why anyone enjoys it, and I have no intention of reading the rest of the series. If you're looking for well-written fantasy with a great story, go read Harry Potter. It's infinitely better.
Okay, so fantasy series.
Mm-hmm.
The main character is arrogant, spoiled,
Compulsive liar.
compulsive lie.
And acting as though they're entitled to everything.
Not Six of Crows. Because I think of Kaz, and he was pretty liary, but like on purpose. And read Harry Potter. Harry Potter is like a younger.
Doesn't even think like Percy Jackson.
Yeah, but I don't think so. Not Percy, or not our boy.
But like, was there any way to make they would think him that way?
No,
He's not a compulsive liar.
I feel like it'd be Apollo, maybe the Apollo series, but anything.
Okay.
But like fantasy. Compulsive liar? That's hard. I mean, I keep going back to his Dark Materials, but like Lyra, you could say she was spoiled because like she didn't really have a parental figure because her uncle, who was like supposed to be in charge of her, was always gone, and she kind of like had the run of the academy she was at, and like she does lie a lot. I think it could be his Dark Materials.
But it makes sense to be like, if you want a magical word, do Harry Potter instead of Dark Materials. Okay,
same like age range.
Yeah.
Okay, buzzing in.
Mm-hmm.
His Dark Materials, Golden Compass.
Correct.
Fuck yeah. That was a horrible high five. Horrible high five, but 2 for 2.
No, we're so good.
No, we're good at this. We're good at this.
We're so good. 100%.
100%.
Okay, next one. What a shame. This could have been a great novel if the author had the capacity to write about the issues of regrets and suicidal thoughts with maturity, complexity, and depth. Instead, we get this young adult-like novel in which the main character behaves and thinks like a 15-year-old, and every other character around them is just a cardboard poster rather than a human being. This is not what I expected from this author, whose previous books I recommended to people who wanted to understand depression. It's like it isn't the same author at all. I can't believe how silly and superficial its treatment of its topics is. Even with the fantastic elements of the premise, this could have been so much better.
Not Perks, because I honestly don't know anything else by this author. And I thought it was a beautiful representation. City of Brass. But like
Could have got some like John Green.
Oh.
But then it said the fantasy or fantastic element.
Would you say like Ember or City of Brass had like, I mean, they have dark themes, but I also don't know anything else really written by these authors.
No, because Saba, she only wrote the Ember series and then like All My Rage and Air. I think those are all her books right now.
And Air, I don't think.
Yeah,
not like.
But then it seems like they write about depression stuff a lot.
Yeah. New Moon.
Could it be Perks? But there's no fantastical elements.
No, and I don't know anything else written by the author.
Yeah.
I mean, not that like that matters, but
yeah.
What has would you say like V.E. Schwab? Addie LaRue? But that's not really depression.
Yeah.
I mean, like a little, but like not. I don't think that's the point of her novels.
No,
that I know
really
of.
showcase that for real.
Is it?
She's read this for real?
It might be one that you've read that I haven't read.
I will say it was on my list that you gave me.
Okay, so he said that, so it might not be one that I've read. So I might not even have it. Shatter Me? What else has she written?
My first thought was Shatter Me.
I don't know anything else that she's written.
I don't know anything. Like, all I know is like a million books of Shatter Me.
Yeah. What are your authors? Suicide, depression, what else? What was it?
Issues of regrets and suicidal thoughts.
Regrets and suicidal thoughts.
Regrets.
I mean,
could it be your Midnight Library or whatever that was? Because it's fantastical element.
fucking could be, because I DNF that shit after 6 pages.
I feel good about that one, actually.
Yeah, let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
You buzz it in.
Let's go. Midnight Library.
Mm-hmm.
Buzzing in the Midnight Library.
Yes.
Oh.
I love that. It was on the list. Because I tried to read it and I had to DNF it after, I think it was 60 pages. I'm sorry. It depressed me.
So I guess you agree.
I don't know what else the author has written, though.
Who's the author?
I don't know. And I don't think I'll ever read anything by them. Watch me have, like, read like 5 books by them.
Okay.
Ready?
We're on fire here.
Okay.
So on fire. This girl is maybe all has to be out. We're not named.
Fair enough.
So many details, but all for the wrong things. I don't care for literally everyone's thoughts. Give me descriptions of what people look like, and I don't mean the tall one and the short one, because that's all you get. I wanted world building, and I know there's not much to describe, but the world building was just non-existent. All these terms are dropped on you, and you're supposed to know what they are and look like. I really did not like the writing style. Every chapter starts with a small text, which is basically a spoiler for the coming chapter. Why would you spoil your own book? Oh, and let's not talk about how freaking repetitive this book is.
Mistborn?
But then also, like, world building.
I know.
It all seemed like fourth one?
Oh, but like tall one, short one. But like the only ones that I know that have like a text above it is Mistborn, Fourth Wing. I'm trying to think if there are any other ones.
I know. I want to say Fourth Wing, but didn't we have that in the last book? In Lost?
I don't think so.
I want to say that.
You want to say Fourth Wing?
Yeah.
Do it. Buzz it in. Fuck it. We gotta go with our first instinct.
Buzzing in. Fourth Wing by Rebecca Yarros.
No.
I knew he was gonna say no. I knew it. Because he laughed when I said fuck it. Because he was like, haha, these bitches.
Got him.
Yeah.
Okay, a text, but then like, it says it makes sense for like there being a lack of world building.
Yeah, but this person might be dumb. Remember, the reviewer, we can't 100% take their opinion.
Does that mean it's set in like we're in outer space, we're just in this thing?
But I don't think there was anything at the beginning of these other ones. Was there at The Martian? I don't fucking remember. It's been a long time since I read that. I don't remember, though, that there was.
Well, other books have like a little text.
Mistborn. And nothing else.
Like, I thought with Brandon, you cannot say there's not world building.
I know.
Tall one, short one?
I know. I don't even know what that would refer to in Mistborn. Unless you think of his friends.
But there's a lot of words to say that you're supposed to know.
Yeah.
And for like Mistborn or like just Brandon, like,
do I want to just do it and then have one guess left? Because I literally can't think of any other book that has that I know of. Do it.
We did The Way of Kings, again. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, wait.
Wait, did we do the same author?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
Same author, right?
We can do the same author, just he said it wasn't the same book. Okay, do Mistborn.
Buzzing in. Mistborn by Brandon Sanderson.
No.
What the fuck? What has another thingy on the thingy? And we read it?
It was on my list.
Does that mean I've read it? This may be all you girl. Was there a Dune? Was there?
Oh?
Was there tall one, short one? Dune?
I don't know tall one, short one.
That's okay, but was there excerpts at the beginning of
I
Dune?
think so.
Do Dune. It's Dune. Do it. Fuck it. Last guess.
Buzzing in. Dune.
Yes.
Practice that better. Oh my god, you're right. Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Oh my god.
I can't breathe.
Guys.
I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god.
No, we're fucking killing it though.
Wait.
We gotta go with our instincts.
Yeah. That was good.
We can't overthink.
Okay. Ready.
All right. Next one. Selection meets Hunger Games, but the worst parts of both. Predictable in main character is horrible and selfish. A lot of characters that held no purpose and mess storyline. Writing is decent and just felt gross after reading it. Waste of time.
My first thought was Light Lark.
Oh.
But the writing was not good, but they were saying the writing was fine.
Because what, there's like a
Because like
selection with the Hunger Games.
Yeah. Because like selection, like they were all royal people.
Yeah.
And like they were like kind of like.
That almost reminded me of Red Rising.
Oh, but I haven't read that.
But was it on the list?
I don't know.
Well, then did he just take it upon himself?
I know, but he knows I haven't read it. So he'd have to know that you read it. And I don't know if he knew that you had read it unless it was on the list. And I can't remember the list.
Me neither. Okay. Lightlark?
I'm feeling confident on Lightlark for right now.
Okay. I mean, we got 2 more guesses after that.
You want to do Lightlark?
We'll do Lightlark. Yep.
Buzzing in? Lightlark.
No.
That's okay, because we didn't talk it out yet.
Okay. We got Red Rising in the back pocket. Because he might have not read that.
Okay, Hunger Games meets Selection.
Selection.
That's so specific.
So there's a competition.
Yeah, definitely
Royal.
competition.
Hunger Games, obviously, like fighting, killing one another.
You don't think like Red Queen, do you? Like in a broad sense, you could say it gives that vibe.
I could see that.
Right.
I could see that.
I forget what else the review was saying.
I know.
Can you read the review again?
Yeah. Selection meets Hunger Games, but the worst parts of both. Predictable and main character is horrible and selfish. A lot of characters that held no purpose and mass storyline. Writing is decent and just felt gross after reading it. Waste of time.
Gross. Not Ember in the Ashes. It's the only thing I think of like gross is like the essay scenes.
Yeah. No.
Gross afterward.
Because then, like, the selection meets Hunger Games.
Wait, what were we saying as an option? We said Red
Red
Queen?
Rising and Red
Or-
Queen.
Did you feel gross after reading Red Rising? It might be gross. I know there is a Hunger Games aspect to that. I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
But like selection?
But, like, selection.
And it was
I mean,
the
it was, like,
worst.
a bunch of high people, like, higher, like, royalty-ish kind of people. And they all came and had to do, like, a Hunger Games type battle.
To be, like, crowned?
To, like, I think get admission to, in, like, this training where you can turn into, in the military, and you get all these, it is a whole thing, but, like, to get to that thing.
So maybe?
We had one guess so far?
I think so, right?
Huh?
We've only guessed once?
You've only guessed once.
Okay.
Should we try Red Rising? But it's like the selection, that one's
I
even like,
know.
unless we're talking about the royalty, we're on competition.
I know. That's what I'm trying to. But like, there's not really competition in Red Queen.
Yeah.
Like, not in the first one, at least, really. Like, there's a fight aspect at the very beginning, but like, that's not
It
really.
doesn't give like Hunger Games.
No.
And then the selection, I mean,
Do you want to say Red Rising and just leave it at one
and
guess
then
if we get it wrong?
we'll have what, Red Queen
Wait, how many more do we have?
Forget for
quotes
For
or whatever?
hints.
no, for how many reviews left?
I took one of them out because it was like super obvious what it was.
Not giving us an easy
A
one.
little bonus one.
But one more after this.
Oh,
Oh.
you want to use a little?
Yeah. This is lifeline.
Which one? I think let's use the first letter.
Initial of the book?
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Wait, no.
No.
Because Red Queen
Oh,
and Red
true.
Rising.
True. Okay. Yeah,
Bookshelf.
Red Queen is over here. Red Rising
Yeah.
is over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Watch it not be either of those.
No. The middle one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch it be. Okay, we want the bookcase lifeline.
Okay. Give me a minute.
Okay, see how we are not looking at his eyes to not cheat?
Yeah.
We're very demure.
Demure.
Praying that we get this right. Who are you praying to? God?
Of luck.
I'm praying to myself because I am God.
Because you're a mother.
What the
creation.
fuck? Never in my life.
You sure don't. Sure don't.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, which bookcase?
It's in the bookcase behind Bree. On the end.
On the end? Oh,
On the
just
end.
like on
That's
the end.
Oh.
Okay, so it
that
could be.
bookshelf.
Okay, so
Oh,
Red
wait, do you
Queen
think Three
could
Dark
be...
Crowns?
Oh.
I haven't read
That one's way better. I think that fits better than Red Queen.
Okay. Do we want to use a second lifeline? Or we're going to win either way.
Yeah.
But do we want
No,
to
I think we saved that for the last one.
Okay, you want to guess? That one?
Three Dark Crowns.
Three Dark Crowns? Okay, guess it. I love our
Buzzing
last
in.
minute switch.
Three Dark Crowns.
No.
Oh, is it Red Queen?
Was that your last guess?
Yeah, that was our last guess.
It was the Red Queen.
That does not feel like the
What?
selection. Like,
And Hunger Games?
in Hunger Games, I feel like actually more selection than Hunger Games. But
Yeah.
Hunger Games?
Yeah.
Reviewer?
Did
What
you
are
finish
talking
reading
about? Did you read those books?
Okay. But now we got it though.
No,
we gotta throw out the last
actually
one.
we got it.
We
like,
did.
In our
Literally,
hearts.
we knew.
We knew.
Yeah.
Okay, don't switch it up at the end. Okay, we
All
can't. Remember that.
Yep. Last one.
Unless we're right.
Right, let's switch up.
Yeah. I want the
Ready?
easy one. Can we get
No,
the
we'll
easy
do a bonus. We'll do a bonus
Okay,
one.
okay.
We will.
I deleted it. I'll have to pull it back.
Never mind.
DNF at 50%. I don't get any enjoyment out of stories that are so overwhelmingly negative that it seems like the characters are in damned if they do, damned if they don't situations.
Poppy War.
Ooh.
This is fine at a story's climax, the all is lost moment, but not the whole freaking book. It can even be fine if the characters are exceptionally competent, because then you get to rejoice with them as they surpass the crapsack world they've been thrown into. Conflict is great. It's necessary. But when you pile so much crap onto your already weak characters, it just doesn't make for a great reading experience. The writing in this book is okay. I didn't particularly like the characters.
Okay, could be Ember or
Right.
Poppy.
Yeah.
Or City of Brass.
Is it like a damned if you damned if you... I mean, yeah. It seemed like there was more, like, bad shit was happening.
Do we want to use our lifeline just right away?
Fuck it.
Lifeline. The first initial of the first
Of the book.
letter. But like
E.
Ember in the ashes.
Buzzing.
Ember in the ashes?
Ember.
Correct.
We
We
knew
We
it.
won. Well, we only actually missed one.
Two?
Two?
We missed
Oh.
Pretty good.
No, we didn't miss any.
We didn't miss any. We did
Wow,
really good.
100% again?
Yeah.
Oh my
We're
god.
literally perfect.
We're
Wow.
so good. How many did you guys get right?
They're like all of them.
100% too? Oh my god.
Wow.
Wait, we're like all readers.
This community right here,
We're smarty.
scholars.
Scholars.
Thank you.
So what do we win?
I don't know.
Okay.
We should figure that out.
Well, we'll figure that out.
You guys have to subscribe.
Oh,
That's what we win.
like, subscribe, that notification bell. Follow us at the.tbr.podcast. And
We love seeing you here.
stay tuned for part 3 in the future. Bye. Brady.
Goodbye.
Okay, cut that out.